Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. It only takes a few seconds and makes a massive difference. I want to preface this video by saying that I will be assuming by the end of the story Akainu is not Fleet Admiral anymore, either by death, him being beaten or thrown and impaled down after he is defeated, or somehow isn't the Fleet Admiral. And they will need a new Fleet Admiral, and I do believe Smoker is the perfect candidate. And even if you don't believe that he will be, he can still do all of this without being the Fleet Admiral. He can have a great influence lower down in the ranks regardless. Now there are other candidates to this, and I will quickly go through why I don't think some of them will take that position. First is Kobe. Now he stated he wanted to be an admiral. His goal seems to be more combat focused, as he has been trained by Garp, seems to want to match Luffy, and he may be a bit too young or not have the leadership skill set to lead something as big as the entire Navy. Fujitora is a mixed bag for me honestly, because although he definitely could become the Fleet Admiral, he came into the story wanting to abolish the warlord system, and with a goal as grand as that, it's hard for me to see him coming back into the story with another goal as big as a Fleet Admiral. Kizaru is another candidate, but I think he'll be dealt with in the same fashion as Akainu. He's an antagonist, and his sense of justice doesn't fit a Fleet Admiral very well in my opinion. Aokiji is a really good one to me because his character arc isn't over, so maybe he's doing everything he's doing with Blackbeard to somehow get Akainu out of that spot. Perhaps there was a negotiation between him and Akainu when they fought, but he never had the aspirations to become a Fleet Admiral in the first place. That's also a no for me. The first problem I see the Marines facing in this series is, if other Marines run the Navy, it will be either too lax, not strong enough, or won't punish all evil actions, only pirate actions. Smoker is the perfect person to lead after Akainu, as he possesses just the right amount of justice to make the Marines a powerful force even if it's under him. But he also has always been used to the idea of giving pirates credit, respecting them, and even correcting the Marine side of things when he needs to. He already doesn't have a good relationship with the Marine higher-ups, so knowing the correct path to take to correct this system, no matter what actions he has to take, is right up his alley. The warlord system is one flawed system. The story tells us that in theory, the warlords plus the Marines are supposed to balance out the 4 Yonko. But the reason it looks so hard to defeat merely one Yonko in Marineford is because half of the strongest people in the Marine side weren't even fighting. And this is why SSG was created, Special Science Group, and are supposed to replace the warlords who are unreliable. And Fujitora accomplished this. He finally abolished this system, and they'll finally have a reliable fighting force, presumably. And Smoker is the perfect person to continue to grow and strengthen this force. Throughout the story, he has slowly began to realize that the system is complete garbage, and it was even his goal at one point, but he just didn't have the rank to achieve it, even giving Fujitora credit for doing something he couldn't do. He has the perfect reason to continue to aid this, as if the SSG stays strong, they won't have to seek the help of pirates anymore, creating a whole cycle of the warlord system again. Him and Fujitora would make the perfect duo for commanding this huge fleet of robots or super enhanced humans with devil fruits or whatever they are. Smoker going to meet Vegapunk only strengthens my points, as he is going to talk to the man who created things that replaces the thing he hates. The world government's relationship with pirates hasn't always been the greatest, to say the least. Their instinct to hide info and tuck even the slightest positive thing about pirates away is something that could potentially be hurting the world government, and they don't even know it. Now, I am not saying trust every pirate. A majority of the pirates we've seen can't actually be trusted, but my point is there are good pirates. Pirates that need credit for saving Marines, good ones that beat other evil pirates and rid a country of their corrupt ruler. Let me ask you this, what happens in God Valley if the Marines don't have the pirates' help? There are a few Marines that have good relationship with pirates, but imagine if the one leading the entire Navy instills this philosophy into the system. Instead of hiding pirates' positive achievements, they could use this to build relations, thus creating trust between many people. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So, if the world government is indeed the one to get rid of Akainu as a Fleet Admiral, I believe Smoker will and has the ability to change everything for the better for the world of One Piece. Every mission he's on, he gives his absolute best, and from my knowledge, he is the Marine that we've seen rank up the most. He has a ton of experience with leading people, and his belief in following your own sense of justice can perfectly mirror Luffy's crew. And in Data Book Yellow, it even says he believes in creating a new era, something that in Marineford, the narrator said Luffy would do. It all adds up to me. Now, this isn't really the main topic of the video, but I do want to talk about something I think is very important for Smoker. The fight with him and Vergo has been wildly misinterpreted, largely due to the anime, and I want to talk about why I think that is. Well, I have an argument for Smoker actually being stronger than Vergo at the time of this fight. Let me explain. The fight starts with them clashing. Vergo's only hit before Smoker spreads his body out to get Law's heart back was a surprise attack, and it didn't even hit Smoker. The fight goes on with them clashing and dodging, with only Smoker getting any clean hits in. They cut away, and then when they cut back, and they both look evenly fatigued. It's only when Smoker spreads his body out and puts himself at a disadvantage that Vergo gets a clean hit in. Vergo himself even acknowledges this. I will say Vergo's armament is obviously stronger than Smoker's, as stated in the panel. To add on to another point, when Smoker has completed his goal, it's revealed that his main priority wasn't to fight Vergo from the start, but to get Law's hearts back. All of this has led me to believe that Smoker was stronger than Vergo at the time, but was at a disadvantage because he wanted to get Law's heart back. Something I also want to talk about is, who is Luffy's Garp? Now, I actually don't think it is Kobe or Smoker 100%. They both had parallels to Garp, but I don't think Luffy has or even needs a Garp in this era. I do believe Kobe helping Luffy against Blackbeard, mirroring the God Valley incident, is possible, but I do believe Smoker is more Luffy's Garp, as he's the main one that is actively seeking him out to capture him, doing his job as a Marine, but he's growing more fond of him throughout the years. And this mirrors Garp and Roger's relationship perfectly. This is more than likely linked to some type of admiration for Roger. In the anime, it is fleshed out that Smoker is at Roger's execution, but for technical sake, I won't use this. But in the manga, ever since he's seen Luffy's attempted execution and he made the connection in his head, he started getting closer to Luffy, giving him respect, slowly starting to understand that Luffy and pirates in general can be good people and have a moral compass. This is very important for someone leading the Navy because it shows that not everything is black and white. One side is good and one side is bad. This is one major flaw in Akainu's leadership that Smoker can absolutely fix. And this also works inverted. As Smoker goes through the story, he does his job, slowly realizing how hypocritical the world government is, how flawed the warlord system is, and where it needs to be changed. And this is why Smoker is the perfect character to change everything for the Marines. I want to end this video about talking about what I love about Smoker, and just summarizing everything up to this point. He shows the absolute process of someone that starts to understand the faults of the Marines. Every other Marine introduced in his story's morals, goals, and overall philosophy is stated when they were introduced, but Smoker is one that character art is always changing. I love from the time we see him first to Alabasta that he has grown a softer heart. He let the Straw Hats go, and he not even comments on his soft heart. He also doesn't have a clear-cut goal, he just wants to be the best he can be, and I love that. I love that he's the first example of someone in the Marines that isn't an evil guy. When he's first introduced, we see that he is indeed a Marine, and we think that he is, then boom. One of the first things he does is something you wouldn't expect from a quote, bad guy. This is very important in a world of moral gray areas. At the start of the story, we view the Marines as bad guys, but Smoker is our first example of someone just trying to do their job. As I close this video out, if you guys could please hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know how you liked the vid and your overall thoughts on Smoker in the comments. Hopefully this vid could shed some light on Smoker's character and make you think he's not absolute fodder anymore. Until next time, peace.